Hey guys, we're Below Fiction. I'm
I wish I had one of those popper things.
I'll Photoshop.
Well, I'm Brian, and I'm the singer/guitarist of Below Fiction.
I'm James. I'm the drummer of Below Fiction.
Hi, I'm Nick, and I'm sick. Oh wait, no, I play guitar. I
I'm
play
sick
guitar.
too.
I play guitar.
Hey, I'm Andre, and I yell at you and scream.
I'm Tyler, and I play bass.
What? I thought you played the harmonica.
I'm sorry, I switch off.
What I think we're all about is like, kind of like bringing like our own style into music, you know, because I mean, like yeah, we're trying to go for like kind of like the same thing that most bands are going for, but you know, we're trying to add our own, have a little thing into our music and sound a bit different from, you know, everybody else. And what we're all about is trying to get a message out like every other band, but you know, we're trying to make sure that people like understand what message we're trying to give out, and you know, don't get like mixed signals and stuff like that. So I think we're kind of like mostly just like about stuff like that.
Like innovating the genre because it sucks.
Yeah. Below Fiction, I think it's kind of like, it's like kind of like a supernatural type of thing. Like, it's not really real because like, when I was thinking of the band name, Below Fiction, I was thinking because you know what's below fiction. Like, I couldn't really think of it because it's kind of like a different universe, you know.
Yeah, it makes you think.
Exactly, because I mean, because fiction is, you know, not stuff that's like not real and stuff, and when it comes to like books and stuff, and like what's below that, it's like you don't really know, you know.
It's that alternate universe where we're all getting laid. Alright. That's all I got. 3, 2, 1. Brian!
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
See that right there?
Yeah.
Okay, come on, it's different. Come on.
No.
I'm not the girlest in the band.
Totally
Come on. I'm eating a pizza like a man.
You're eating a pizza like a taco.
You're folding it up and putting your
Yeah.
pinky.
Okay, like a Mexican.
You even eat your pizzas like tacos.
Bullshit, I was born with tacos, man. I love tacos. But come on, it's bullshit.
Doritos Locos Tacos, eh?
Cállate, güey,
Pero
te chingo tu madre.
Migra.
It's the only comeback you can ever come up with.
We have
Three in
three
the
songs. Yeah, three
Two
in
and
the
a half.
making, basically 2.5, I
And a
guess.
couple songs we're writing on the side as well.
Yeah, we're still trying to, you know, make new songs and stuff. So right now we only got about 3 so far. We're still gonna try to, you know, try to speed up the songwriting pace so we can, you know, get our EP out and stuff like that.
Yeah, we're just like trying to find out which riffs we want to rip off. It's not easy.
There's only so many notes on a guitar.
Yeah.
So
The progression to a EP or an album, as I said, you know, we're trying to like speed it up because I mean we had like a month absence where not everybody was able to make it to practice. So I mean we had people missing. Like once we had Brian and Andre, and you know then me and Nick weren't here, so we weren't able to have practice and stuff. So we're just trying to speed up everything and you know start you know writing more, and so hopefully we'll be you know coming out with an EP and you know to be looking forward to that.
Who would get lost? Who would bring the drugs, first of all?
Matt, have you not seen that movie?
Well, you
I'm
you had
just
people to
kidding. Brian
smuggle
would.
them in for you.
Well,
He's
that's
freaking
true.
Mexican.
Say
Legit.
Brian would bring the drugs. I don't know. The only reason why I think Andre would get lost is because he's like the most responsible. So it'd be like the most irresponsible thing for him to be missing.
well, I suck at directions. Like if I didn't have my GPS, I'd probably die.
Exactly.
So-
He's. We're gonna
Yeah.
have to find his sorry ass.
Yeah. Exactly.
He's probably buried in the desert because he ticked off some lobster.
That's what I think. What about you guys?
I agree. I totally agree.
Yeah, totally, man. Besides,
Look at this guy.
yeah.
Totally lost.
Exactly.
You'd be like, whoop.
Some girl would steal him, throw him in like the bottom of a well, and like treat him like a whole like.
You like the Ring
Like-
sequel.
The sequel. The sequel. Oh, the sequel.
It's like Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill.
It's like it puts the lotion on its dick or else it hits the stick again.
No.
Okay,
Nasty,
now
that's
this turned into a rolling. That's the next question.
There's kids watching, James.
Oh,
Who wants to go first?
B-Rap.
Cool. Amazing.
Conceited.
So
Amazing.
the first time you were a baby, you looked in the mirror and you're like, awesome.
Brian came out of the womb. He's just like, I'm awesome. Yeah.
Dude, he like came out of the womb like with so much swag. He's busting up freaking sombrero. He's like,
Yeah, actually, when Brian was born, they had to put him like in an incubator because he overdosed on swag when he was born.
That's some swag. Swag wasn't even invented
wasn't-
yet. That's how cool he
It's
was.
called.
Actually, swag was invented. Then I saw like this old movie, right? And it was like
Swag.
it was seriously made in like the 80s.
Oh.
It was about this old like war with the old western and stuff like that. And the guy's just like, we need your swagger. Like they saved this guy's like, we need your swagger, and they legitimately said that. I thought that was so weird.
Swagger.
Yeah, I thought that was weird. My first impressions of everybody. Brian, I thought he was weird. Nick, I thought he was really open-minded. Tyler, I thought he was weird. And then Andre, I thought he was cute.
I was
So-
weird. It's okay.
What a cutie pie, man.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Cause I mean, the first time me and Brian became friends, I started like making fun of him and stuff.
Fucker.
Who wouldn't want to make fun of that guy?
I know, right?
Is that a
Freaking
compliment?
sombrero. Hell yeah, that's a compliment.
Alright.
Nicholas.
Well, when I first met these two guys, it was like in class. I thought, dang, these guys are probably closed-minded, listen to that breakdown, chugga nonsense.
So I was wearing like slip-on shirts, so
He was all
it
like,
made sense.
But I also got to know them. They're really cool people, and I enjoy them musically. Their
Yeah.
musical prowess is just mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Makes me wish I was better at guitar because I suck. Andre here. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was really shy when I first met him because he's all like,
Yeah.
"What's up?"
That's true.
And I think he looked cool. Like he's got the whole, yo, all the girls want my D kind of look. It's working for him.
Not at all.
This natural grown hair. too.
Tyler, when I first met, I was like, you're not in junior high. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. I was mad at Tyler because I thought he was lying to me. But he's awesome. He knows how to play bass. He plays guitar better than me. I don't know why I'm playing guitar. I should be playing bass. And that's the end.
It's a hobby.
It's a hobby.
Alright, I guess my first impressions, I thought Brian was pretty cool. Like I like the little input he puts when we're writing songs. James, like he's insane on drums, and like we practice at his house, and I'm like, okay, this is a cool setup. Nick, my first impression was, okay, this might be kind of weird, because I met him through my girlfriend's sister, so I don't know how that would turn out, but he's pretty freaking awesome, and he writes some insane riffs.
Yeah, that's
And
Oh, yeah, that's what I do.
I guess Tyler, I thought he was probably the oldest in the band when in reality he's the youngest. So
Yeah.
Yeah, the baby of the band.
Baby. Is it time to change the diaper?
Mm.
I'm just kidding, dude.
Yeah, well, we're all ready
You
to
have to
go on
wait till
tour.
4 o'clock, Nick. That's my time.
Okay.
So, my first impressions, Brian and James. I thought they were pretty cool. Weren't you guys in a band at the time when I met you guys?
Word?
And we need some better
Yeah.
adjectives. We use like cool 5 times.
I'm not sure. I
Not
don't
lying.
know.
he
if
used
we're-
it 4 times.
NA, we'll say, not answered. No, we can't tell.
Unknown.
Well, we'll just say yes.
Because I swear you guys were in a band. Because you're like, oh, we wrote this song. You guys were all playing. And,
Oh yeah.
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 That was Shamey and the Martas when we were in that band.
Yeah. So I
Yeah,
thought they were
that was
pretty
a long
cool
time,
and pretty talented. And then I saw James in the teacher's band at Westlake, and
Yeah.
pretty cool. And then I met Nick when James was just like, oh, we're gonna have this guy named Nick come to practice. So I was like, oh, okay. I hope he doesn't suck.
I hope he doesn't suck.
I met him. He was pretty chill, pretty awesome. We became friends like right away, which was nice.
Boom. I didn't have to look at it. That's how good we are.
Yeah.
And then with Andre, I thought he was like pretty cool looking. He was like all dressed up nice and drinking his pineapple juice. And
Yeah, he drinks pineapple juice.
Yeah.
and
I love
then I
pineapple
heard him
juice
scream,
right now,
and I was
actually.
just like, oh my god, I want to cry. And
Yeah.
it's nice.
Brian, you want to go first?
Let's see. One inspiration at the top of my head at this very moment would have to be Memphis Mayflower. Just for the fact that I love everything about him. You know, almost every single song. Just the way they write their songs, the way they do everything. And Matty Mullins, everybody just right off the bat, Memphis Mayfire, just that alone.
Is there anybody else?
Anybody else
Wasn't it
would
blood
have.
on the dance floor?
I'm
Just kidding.
Let's anybody right off the bat. Anybody else would definitely have to be like Monster Flames, just for the fact and how hard they get, and that they make every song has a fucking breakdown. I know you don't like that, but I like that,
I like
And if you see them live, shit goes crazy, and I love it when shit goes crazy. So Memphis Mayfire and like Monster Flames, boom, right there.
Yeah. My inspirations, the biggest one for me right now, for what it's been for a couple months, is Miss May I. I really like the drumming technique and how everything flows with like the guitars, and Jared Boyd's like my favorite drummer right now and stuff like that. And I mean, he's been my favorite drummer for a while, and he's taught, like, just by listening to the songs, he like still teaches me, even though I don't even know who he is, and really. And so, like, he's like the most inspirational person right now when it comes to, like, every other band. And, yeah, that's basically it, mostly just them.
Cool.
What about you, Nick?
Oh. Shit. I'm just kidding. Biggest inspiration now would definitely be Coheed and Cambria. Just because of the fact that they're awesome. Undeniable. I'm just kidding. Musically, though, they just progressed. Like, they've just been doing what they want, and I dig that. It's like, I don't like it when bands do the same thing over and over again. It just gets boring. Like, they start out really, like, emo, post-punk, progressed to really emo. Then now they're doing, like, really hard rock and really alternative stuff, and it's just an inspiration to me. And the fact that each album that they've written is like a story. It's based off something. I just thought it was cool to read the comics as well as listen to the music.
Yeah.
And they put on a freaking good live show. Guitar work wise for me would be Protest the Hero. Just because, Luke just wails on the thing, and I definitely try to bring the progressive riffage edge to the band as well. And lastly, I want to put in the biggest metalcore influence would be Haste the Day's song Travesty, just specifically that song, because I think it's like the best metalcore song ever written, and they didn't even have a breakdown, and vocal melodies, screaming, riffage, like wow, like every time I hear it I cry. It's a timeless song for me, and I'm never gonna stop listening to it. That's mine.
Alright, my influences, one would probably be cliche, but definitely Avenged Sevenfold. Just, like, they kind of got me into the genre and experiencing other bands, like heavier bands. I guess my second influence would mostly be because of the vocals and the lyrics, and that would be Parkway Drive.
His shirt.
Oh yeah, Parkway Drive shirt, so, yeah, definitely them. Yeah, that's enough said about that. So,
As far as bass goes, the band that inspires me a lot would be this band called Insiferum. They're more of like a medieval Viking metal type band, but the bass player, he does sweeps and growls. Like, he sweeps on the bass, and it's really impressive what he does, and it's like he brings a new type of feeling to what bass could be in a song other than just single notes on the lowest string,
Yeah, bass players don't get enough recognition.
yeah.
And as far as the whole genre in general, my biggest inspiration is probably, just like James, Miss May I, because not only do I love the drumming, but I love how the guitars have like totally different riffs from what the music's going, and it just makes a good song, whatever they do.
It gives it like a different feeling. Like, it's not just like one thing's going on at the same time. It's a bunch of different stuff.
Yeah.
So.
People who go to concerts and who just sit there like this.
Yeah, I know, right? It's
Yeah.
always the opening band too. Like, I mean, like the first shows that we're gonna play, I'm pretty sure, unless they think we're completely amazing, which hopefully they do.
And there's gonna be like 6 people in.
Yeah, there's gonna be only like there's only gonna be like a few people like going really hardcore, but like because it's always the opening band that gets like the shit from the crowd. Like they're just like,
Yeah.
No
That's it.
soul, man. They have no soul. That's honestly my biggest thing, straight up.
yeah. One thing that grinds my gears is like a lot of those like possessed dancers and stuff. Like the hardcore dancing. Yeah, I don't.
Just kidding.
I don't like it because it's like you're going to a concert, you know, you're trying to have fun, and then you have some asshole like just going around punching people like just by random because he thinks he's cool and he thinks he's possessed and stuff like that. He's like, oh, dude, I look awesome right now. It's like, really, you just look like an idiot. Because I mean, most of the time when I go to concerts, the bands will always tell people to leave the fucking show. That's exactly what they say because you know it's just like we're trying to have fun here, and you're just going around punching people, starting fights and shit. And so yeah, I think if anything, that's like the biggest thing that like pisses me off when I go to concerts and stuff. It's just those people.
In there.
What grinds my gear?
Oil.
All you dumbass bands with your slow ass breakdowns and your single note stupid riffage. Knock it off!
You tell him, Nick.
And don't listen to him.
I'm just kidding. I don't hate you guys. No, but seriously, what really grinds my gears is just a lot of generic stuff, man. Kind of grinds my gears that everyone just does the same thing over and over
Cookie
again. Like,
cutter bands.
yeah, I mean, you can do it, but do something a little different, you know? Well, that's just what really grinds my gears.
Alright, I guess what grinds my gears is, along with what James said, like just when someone's down and you're moshing, pick them up. Like, don't be a douche. Don't, like, purposely hit girls, because I've seen that at shows before. So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
for me.
we're gonna be one of those bands that calls people out to do that.
I'm gonna call him out. I'm gonna call him out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get into that crowd and beat the shit out of him.
Nick comes back all bloody, though.
Should have seen the other guy.
Cars all bloody.
One of the biggest things that grinds my gears is when bands can't play their stuff live.
Oh
That
yeah.
really annoys me, like especially with Dragon Force. And
Heart Machine!
bands like that, yeah. It's just like, don't waste your time recording and then not be able to put on a good show.
Unless if you're a studio band.
Yeah.
Just don't play live.
But then
ever.
it still makes me mad because I like seeing live bands anyway. So.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay. I think between it we should pause.
It's recording right
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I know.
Yeah, we'll
It's
do it.
recording right now!
We'll just
do it.
pause and then we'll do the next question.
What about
because
the
you're
bro?
gonna do the whole editing.
Watch
like,
if
where
the
it's
orange-
all-
do it like
watch
the
if
Miss
the
May, I
orange
think,
light
with
goes
the
off.
black title.
Yeah, okay,
Watch
I
if the
got you.
orange light goes off, James.
The first question is, what are we all about?
Oh my god!
That tripod sucks.